Welcome into this edition of Great City Attractions. In this episode we visit another Croatian city of beauty. These are the great tourist attractions of Split. Diocletian's Palace. Undeniably the highlight of visiting Split, Diocletian's Palace transports tourists back to the 4th century AD, and specifically into the mind and might of Emperor Diocletian. Beside the highly visible ancient walls, a number of original gates are still in use, alongside visits to an elaborate cellar. A virtual reality tour of the palace can be viewed in another attraction in the area in Diocletian's Dream. Old Town. Including the aforementioned Palace of Diocletian, the Old Town of Split is a must-explore of the city. The Cathedral of St. Domnius is thought to be the oldest original cathedral in the world, while in Fruit Square you'll find Venetian influences among the stores and shops. A number of museums can be visited in the Old Town as well, notably the City Museum of Split and the Ethnographic Museum. Klis Fortress. This fortress has a deep history. Illyrians once roamed over the hills here, with Croatian kings governing over the fortress after Mongol incursions. Ottoman expansion ultimately saw the fortress fall in the 16th century. Striking features of the fortifications here include a triple line of strong defensive walls. Today, a museum on site displays armour, uniforms and historical relics. Marjan Park. Among the best things to do in Split, walking and cycling tracks here find their way through thick pine forests and rocky outcrops. There's also amazing views over the Adriatic Sea and the town of Split itself. Numerous small churches can be found inside the park along with a small zoo. If you're enjoying this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel below. Riva Boardwalk. A stunning walk is assured when strolling down the promenade looking out to the Adriatic and Riva harbour. A plethora of bars, cafes, restaurants and local market stalls line the length of the boardwalk here. The walls of Diocletian's Palace form a backdrop. It's hard not to like what can be seen in this area of Split. Ruins of Salona. The ancient ruins of Salona are vast. Settlement in the area harks back to the 3rd century BC. In time, the ancient city may have been home to as many as 60,000 people, with the city acting as the capital of the Roman province of Dalmatia. Among the highlights you will see here are a Roman theatre, forum, baths and defensive walls. The city fell to Slavic raiders in the 7th century. Bacvice Beach. Split isn't short on beaches, and this one is one of the more prominent ones you'll find in the area. A short walk from the Old Town, tourists and locals can soak in the sun and sea at their leisure, with jet skis and beach lounges available for hire. Mestrovic Gallery. The Mestrovic Gallery showcases the works of celebrated artist and sculptor Ivan Mestrovic. Works in bronze and marble are highlights of his work, many of which are now treasured pieces overseas. One of his most famous works, the monumental Gregory of Nin, stands triumphant in Split Old Town. The exposed toe of Gregory is meant to bring luck to those that rub it. That concludes this edition of Great City Attractions. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. What's your favourite place to visit in Split? Comment below.